At the beginning of the story, the male protagonist Dongju was just washing his face when he was hit by the car behind him and flew out and fainted in the field. However, he was not seriously injured. The moment he woke up, he immediately rushed to the car that caused the accident and wanted to open the door of the driver.
내려봐요, 일단.
Seeing that the driver had no intention of opening the door, he reached in and tried to open the door, but the person in the car closed the window. He was pinched by the window and immediately stated that he was a policeman. But when the person in the car heard that he was a policeman, he used the window to pinch his hand even more and then started the car. Dongju was stunned. He yelled at the madman to stop the car, but the result was that the madman kept accelerating. At this time, he was pinched and could not keep up with the speed of the car. Dongju could only hang his body on the car. At this time, the car turned a corner and threw him out. He fell to the ground in pain. The person in the car saw that he had no ability to move, so he drove away directly. But the bad luck was not over yet. When Dongju was walking back, he saw his car being stolen. He wanted to stop it, but he had no power. He could only roar helplessly. When he went to pick up the clothes left by the car thief, he found that the car that hit him just now was just an accident. The purpose was to murder the person in front of him. He was shocked on the spot. Our tragic hero Dongju was originally a gold medal boxer, but the glory of the past is gone. Now he has become a policeman. When he has no money, he will sell all his medals. Don't think he is great just because he is a boxer. Today was the day he and his team leader went to capture the Golden Rabbit gang. Under the police's tight net, the leader Golden Rabbit was forced to flee to their team's location. However, the team leader was urinating and happened to meet Golden Rabbit, but he was locked in the toilet. So Dongju had to face Golden Rabbit alone. After a fight, Golden Rabbit picked up a mirror and slapped Dongju. Dongju also posed to smash the mirror. However, he suddenly felt dizzy when he saw himself in the mirror. The moment he lost consciousness, he was hit hard on the head by Golden Rabbit. Dongju instantly lost the strength to punch and fell to the ground. Golden Rabbit fled when he saw this. Then the team leader came out of the toilet belatedly, and the police chased here. Just saw Dongju lying on the ground and the team leader who had not zipped up.
뭐야?
The failure to catch the criminal this time made the other team members look down on them, saying that they were just good-looking athletes, unlike the real police. Our hero Dongju was not only unlucky, but also very innocent. After get off work, he saw the girl Hanna he had always liked and couldn't help but smile silly. However, Hanna was not in a good mood today, but Dongju still picked up her portrait and wiped it clean with great pain. Then he called Hanna's nickname Red Bean Bun. However, Hanna happened to be wearing headphones and didn't hear it.
호빵!
Dongju kept calling from behind. Dongju couldn't help but jump in front of Hanna to block her without getting a response.
너 아직도 나 좋아해?
응. 그럼 안 돼?
응, 안 돼.
However, a car blocked them at this time. The person who came was Hanna's ex-boyfriend. He had something to say to Hanna, but Hanna ignored him and left. Why did Dongju like Hanna so much? Even the phone case has Hanna's head portrait because when Dongju lost in a competition before, Hanna, a shooting athlete, appeared in front of him, knocked his head, and pasted her head portrait on his injured face. Such gentle encouragement made Dongju start to like Hanna in his heart. The next day when Hanna went to work, she saw a band-aid on her portrait. Hanna knew it was Dongju's doing. Dongju's love for her was too obvious.
키는 오지게는.
However, Dongju was still unlucky today because he didn't catch the Golden Rabbit yesterday. He would be investigated by the prosecutor, but the new prosecutor turned out to be Hanna's ex-boyfriend Jong Hyun. Dongju was not convinced that he was a gold medalist, but was just a small policeman. And Jong Hyun was only a silver medalist. Why could he be a prosecutor? But he smiled foolishly again after seeing Hanna, forgetting what he was complaining about just now. Today was the day they were trying to capture the Golden Rabbit gang. The team leader left for something, leaving Dongju alone. But it was too hot in the car, so he took a bottle of water and went out to wash his face. But he was hit by a car and the scene at the beginning happened. The person who was killed was from the tax bureau. Dongju wanted to track down the car, but it was a smuggled car with a thick license plate number. He couldn't find any useful information. However, Dongju felt that he had seen the information of this car somewhere. He was so serious that he didn't even notice his goddess Hanna passing by. Finally, he remembered in the toilet that he had seen this car in the local investigation team. It was related to the Golden Rabbit. However, he would be discovered if he checked the information of other teams privately. So the Golden Rabbit, who wanted to go abroad for asylum, received instructions from his superiors to get rid of Dongju before going abroad. So our male protagonist Dongju received the news from the Golden Rabbit. Hanna, on the other side, was also in danger. Her superior asked her to hand over the victim's belongings to the family. Little did she know that there were important items of the villain in the belongings. At the same time, when John Hyun, a prosecutor, watched the surveillance of the arrest of the Golden Rabbit, he found that there was a traitor in the police who informed the Golden Rabbit of his escape in advance. But when he talked about this with Dongju's team leader, the team leader learned that Dongju went to the possible hiding place of the Golden Rabbit without reporting to him. At this moment, John Hyun wanted to check the victim's belongings for further investigation, but the belongings were still in Hanna's hands. She had not returned the clothes to the family yet, but the price was that the killer came to her door. Hanna screamed in fear, but the next second she took out the Olympic gun and prepared to fight. On the other side, John Hyun was also surrounded by a group of assassins on his way to find Hanna. Dongju actually knew the danger of this mission, but he was excited to see so many people. Because these people all have their own firsts they have pursued, they will use their best skills to fight the enemy.